What's up, everybody? Another day of push and record and talking to y'all. And what if I told you that keeping your money in the bank might be one of the most dangerous things you could be actually doing with your money? This took me a while to kind of understand because I would just let my money sit in a bank account, and it wasn't in a high yield savings account. It was in Bank of America, and it was making probably like 0.01% returns of the money just sitting in there, essentially just losing its value to inflation. And that's why it's something you shouldn't be doing. It's very lazy to just be keeping your money in something that's not making any money when there's so many options these days. It wasn't until I made the decision to like switch over to different banks, move my money out of there. I switched my money to SoFi and Ally. I wanted to kind of diversify and have different accounts, and Ally allows you to have checks, which I still use to pay rent. So when I made that switch, it's like now my money just sitting in a savings account, a high yield savings account, is making anywhere between 3.8 to 4% of its money. So every month, just the money sitting in there is making money. I think this is one of the first steps into like investing, because you really only want to be saving about 3 to 6, maybe like 6 to 12 months of an emergency fund. Because anything outside of that is kind of unnecessary, because you want your money to actually be working for you. And that's where the next level of making sure that your money is going far outside of a bank starts working. Because when you start thinking about how long your money can go inside of the market, and they say it's like timing the market is better than timing the market. It's because you want your money in there as long as possible. That's why I tell everyone just to start today. Start with $5 a day, start with like $20 a week, whatever you can actually afford, because you're gonna see over a year or two time that money is like compounding and making more money just sitting there. And the best part about it is like you're actually saving that money. It's a fun way to save money. It's not just sitting in an account. I've made that mistake where I just had like $10,000 sitting in an account, and it just sat there, and that whole time it could have been making $2,000 on top of that, just like in something safe like the S&P 500, an ETF or an index fund. And just doing that gradually over time is gonna dollar cost averaging is gonna help you out so much more than just keeping it in a high yield savings account. That's why they say to only have 3 to 6 months, because outside of that, you probably won't need to spend that much money, and it's better off just being inside of an investment. And the longer you wait to do that, the dangerous territory you start getting yourself into, because this is time that could be making you money, stuff that can be like paying stuff off in the future, or paying for your retirement. And if you don't do this stuff now, it's only going to be less and less as time goes on. So that's why I preach, make sure you have your emergency fund, make sure you're getting your money into the stock market. And I suggest doing a Roth IRA. That right there, when you could put up to $7,000 a year, and when you go to withdraw that after 65, you won't have to pay taxes on that, because you already paid taxes on it before you put it in. And that's why those are tax advantage accounts that you'd want to be taking full advantage of. I didn't know this stuff. I'm still figuring out how to automate all this stuff, but I'm trying to let you guys know sooner than later. If you don't do it now, 2 years from now, you're going to be like, damn, I wish I did that 2 years ago when I knew I should have done it. I was waiting for some special perfect moment. When that never shows up, the special perfect moment is right now. If you're lucky enough to watch this video and come across this is your sign to start it right now. It's annoying to have to switch bank accounts. It's annoying to have to call up things, but make the time and be like, this week I'm gonna get this done, because it goes a long way. Over time, you're like, damn, I'm so happy I made those decisions. The fact that I have 6 figures in my retirement account, the fact that I have over 6 figures in a brokerage account, and it just feels great, like having that cushion. I don't have to worry. I still worry, but it's good worry. Like, it's like adding to my money engine that I'm creating here. And that's what you want to do, is doing money the smart way. Budgeting, making a simple budget, making sure you have money going towards your savings and your investment. Once you get your emergency fund to like 3 to 6 months, start utilizing that money for your investments and take care of your life. You do those simple things, like you're living life on purpose. I love living life better this way, as opposed to living paycheck to paycheck, worrying about how I'm going to pay for things. I'm ready to get married. I'm ready to have kids. I'm ready to do all this stuff because I have the security of my investments and knowing that I'm doing smart things with my money. And it's only going to get better and better from here. So, just wanted to let people know that, don't be lazy with your money. Don't just even if you're good about saving, don't just have that money just sitting in an account and it's not getting any high yield, return on it. And if you got 3 to 6 months, if you calculated that, get your money into something like an ETF for the S&P 500, an index fund where you can consistently dollar cost average into that and watch how that stuff just accumulates. And you have security and a foundation to work from. And that's my best advice for you. Start small, but start now. If you've made it this far in the video, you are awesome. You're the best. This is why I do it. Leave in the comments that you've made it this far. Let me know. Let me know what you do with your money. Like, how do you save? How do you invest? What's important to you? How'd you get over the humps of just, accumulating money and not losing it to inflation? Let me know in the comments. My name is Sai. I'm an actor, creative director, and daily YouTuber. And I help creatives like yourself take what you love and turn it into something real and build a life that actually works. So if you found value in this video, smash that thumbs up button and hit that notification bell. Like this video because it helps out a lot. And if you resonate with this type of content, definitely subscribe and join the community. I got the free Skool community description link down below. It's free. It's called Creative Momentum. In there, we're joining up each week, just kind of holding each other accountable and reaching for our goals. If you want to get to know me more, that's the best place to do it. And it's free. So do that up. And also, YouTube is popping up these videos on your screen right here, suggesting you're going to really like them, and I know you will. All right, guys, you're not behind. You're just getting started. So let's build this life on purpose. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.